So I'm taking a pause on my bike ride today. I'm actually out on my new bike, which is a RadCity Step Thru. Got it here in October of 2020, and must say I absolutely love it. It's been a great addition to my little corral of bikes. I also have a Trek 4900 mountain bike that I've had for years, and about 3 years ago I bought a Trek Verve 2, which has been my primary bike for bike commuting and getting back and forth from places. Decided this year to go to an e-bike, and had some friends that have rad bikes. In fact, they both have RadCity Step Thru. So after doing some research, decided that, hey, you know, for the price point and the value you get, just can't go wrong. Interestingly enough, I didn't originally set out to get the Step Thru. I had ordered myself the City 4, and I got my wife the City Step Thru 3, and her bike came in, put it together, test rode it, and just thought, wow, this is really a cool bike. Can't wait to get my City 4. Well, as the month went on and I kept seeing delays and delays, and kind of anxious to get my bike, and I thought, well, the wait will be worth it. I rode hers a little bit more as I was kind of dialing it in, and the more I rode her Step Thru, the more I kept going back thinking, boy, why am I not getting the Step Thru? A couple of reasons, you know, really why it's advantageous to get the Step Thru is the weight of these bikes. These are heavy bikes, coming in around 63 pounds, I think. So it's a good 40 pounds heavier than a traditional bike. And the way that I plan to use this bike is to bike commute, to make grocery store runs, you know, just errands around town where, you know, I really don't need to take the car. And by the time I throw a basket on here, panniers, and you have to try and throw your leg over a bar, that's a lot of weight to be swinging a 50-year-old leg over. Not that I can't, but, you know, it just made me think, boy, this Step Thru really makes a lot more sense. So I canceled my City 4 order and went with a Step Thru 3. Again, was in stock, got it pretty quickly, put it together, and have been just enjoying it. Have about 56 miles or so on it so far. And I'm fortunate that I live in a town in Carmel, Indiana, that has really invested in its bike infrastructure. We have over 250 miles of multi-use trails, so you can pretty much get anywhere in the city of Carmel exclusively on bike and not have to be on the road. So just love the options that we have here, and the city just made more sense for the style of riding that I do. I really don't do the mountain bike trails anymore. I will do a little bit of the gravel paths, but for the most part I am on paved trails. So the city just made a lot more sense for the style of riding that we do. Hopefully, if you're watching my channel, what you'll see is a lot of my trails that I ride, I just take raw footage. Not a whole lot of narration. I might get into a little bit more of that later on, but just kind of the start to end and the ride. So it goes at real speed. If you want to speed it up, then obviously you can go to the upper corner of the screen, click those dots, and you can adjust your playback speed. So if you want to watch a ride and don't have the time, feel free to speed it up, and I do that all the time myself. But just for people that want to know what the Carmel trail system is like, my goal is to get out there and ride as many of the trails as I can this year, get some footage, maybe do some reviews of the different trails and some of the amenities as they're building them. They keep improving the trail system, and it's really been an awesome place to be. But for now, I'm going to hop back on my RadCity Step Thru and finish out my ride. So hope everybody enjoys.